Alrighty, what's up everybody? Welcome to the CCS Season 8 Championship. I am your host, Fox, tonight, as Nation is not here. So once again, like I always say, when Nation is away, then the Fox will play. So we have got ourselves a plethora, 3 matches in the round of 64 tonight, each of which signing a spot into the further part of the tournament. You move on to the round of 32 with a victory. You do not if you are eliminated. It is all over. So it is single elimination. Everything is on the line from your season. And it is going to be quite the night of action and Rocket League. Definitely looking forward to what we've got going on. Let's make sure we get both teams into the lobby. I do believe I have Akron. I'm waiting on Rhode Island. So once we get them in, then we will get this game kicked off and underway. So I hope everybody's having a wonderful night so far. We got Rhode Island support in the chat. That's what you love to see. I need to pop out the Twitch chat actually, so I can actually read it during the game. Alright, there we go. That should be good to go. Sweet. So we are... Caster is ready. Akron is ready. We do not have Rhode Island just yet. So once we get them into the lobby, like I said, we will get started. But yeah, I hope everybody's doing well. Welcome to the Season 8 Championship here in CCS. Tis that time of year yet again. CCS Championship time, playoff Rocket League, everything that you've worked for all season long. It all comes down to this, and if you are unfamiliar with the CCS Championship, the very same Akron Zips that you will be watching on the field, defending champions. They have won, I believe, 3 straight CCS titles, so they are dynasty level. I might be wrong, they might have won more than that, but I know that they are current defending champions for sure. I don't have my stats on hand at the moment. Kind of had to scramble just to get get this stream live, so. But after this game at 9 p.m. Eastern, we have Syracuse taking on Villanova, and then at 10, the UCLA Bruins taking on South Dakota. Should be a long night of some fun Rocket League as the Coyotes take on the Bruins. That is another upset watch as the Bruins holding the number 2 seed. Coyotes coming in at number 15. Well, while we have a second, I'm going to pour me a beverage, so enjoy the ASMR. Trying to fill in the gap with the time if I can, while we wait on the Rams to arrive. Alright, I'm going to double check in the Discord at 9:05 or 8:05, make sure that the Rams are good. I'll ping them again. Assuming we don't get them in the lobby. It is always possible they could just be in a ranked game that is running over. That happens. You want to be locked in? Ranked is the... Oh no, we're waiting on Joey. The shitter, according to some people. That's URI's words, not mine, I just want to say. But they're waiting on Joey, and now that he is here, they should be arriving in just a moment. Before anybody thinks that I'm the one calling him that, that was, like I said, Rhode Island's words. More specifically, I believe that was Pask's words. No, I was wrong. Tragic's words. So the Rams were waiting, but Joseph has arrived, it sounds like. He has indeed. Joey, Drew, and where's their third? Tragic has arrived. Everybody's in the lobby now. Let's make sure they're ready to get kicked off, and if they are, we will be ready to be kicked off as well. Alright, everybody's ready, and we are going to get the CCS Season 8 Championship continued. And we will push forward. You're getting a little hold up. What sort of, or you're getting title hold up. Gotcha, thank you, Nation. Appreciate that, brother, but we are not going to hold up these two teams from the dance anytime soon. The #1 defending champion, Dynasty Watch, Akron Zips, take back to the field in the CCS Championship. Let's see if they are ready to send the Cinderella Rhode Island Rams back home to Rhode Island. And we are underway. Let's get that out of the corner real quick. See you later, as we have got Rhode Island rocking the orange and Akron in the blue on your screen. Here for the CCS Championship, the round of 64, the #1 seeded and defending champion Akron Zips are back where they have made their name very well known in CCS's of the past. They have been able to create a lot of chaos in these playoff situations. Rhode Island very nearly created a little chaos on their backboard, but the follow-up touch did not happen. And for the Rams, obviously the number 16 seed, you know where you stand, you know what you're up against. As is always the case, we'll have to see if the clock strikes midnight on a Cinderella story yet again. It is a story as old as time. Joey's going to dump this one in deep. Jonathan to clear. Oxy is up. Patty's actually got a somewhat regular name, which is a bit strange. Patty's not normally a regular name user, but he is a scorer. And that is exactly what he has done early on in this game, as Oxy and Jonathan combined with a pinch there. It's a bouncer off the backboard. Joey had no chance of challenging because he got bumped. And it's Patty with the first goal of the tournament here for the Zips. 1-0. So Akron strike first. Now here comes Rhode Island looking for a response out of Drew, unable to get there. Tragic on the retrieval mode here on their backboard. Jonathan challenging him. It's going to be a corner battle now. Oxy trying to dig it out of the corner and very nearly dunked Tragic. That one having to be played away to the corner. And now a chipper up to the midfield line. Patty's up on the duty. He's got the ball going forward. No defenders were back for just a moment, but no shot was able to be had. He was out of boost, so he having to restart. From their own backboard is Akron, and now they've got Patty pre-jumping. That shot's wide. The rebound. This net is open, but not for long, as Jonathan was very quick to retreat. Akron's got to be careful not to send too many numbers forward. That was very nearly punishable. Oh, Patty is waiting on boost. My man was in a parking space there on that mid-boost. Waiting on it to recharge. You could hear the brand new boost indicator starting to charge up. Now here comes a pinch attempt from Jonathan. No good. Joey will go up. Jonathan takes a bite out of a Rhode Island defender. Last man back is Drew. Not anymore. He got demoed, but the shot was wide. Tragic getting demoed as well. Every Rhode Island Ram has gotten sent to the scrap pile, but unable to find their way into the net was Akron. So now the Zips send it over to the sidewall. Jonathan's still on the touch, but now he's out of boost. Means Patty has to go next. He sends it up to the sidewall. Back to it. Double tap attempts just going east-west right now are Akron. Not really too much thrown at that Rhode Island goal, as they continue to try and find a way. The defense standing tall here for the Rams, and up for this one is Joey. He got bumped and clipped, and Patty will get a second. As the bump strategy and the bump plays continue here for Akron, Oxy pops it up. Joey gets slammed by Jonathan. Again, poor Joey. He was there in good positioning to make that first man stop. But for Joey, he did get bumped yet again. That's the second time. So Joey's in good positioning. He's just got to keep an eye out for some of these bumps that Akron is throwing their way. That's 2-0 now for the Zips. And now a musty to the pre-flip, very nearly a give and go as Patty was looking for Oxy, not quite there. Now it will be played ahead. And in deep. All the way back. This one's going to go across the pitch. A big pinch sent forward. That is an old, that is the Season 7 link. We will get that updated here on the chat bot in just a moment, I think. Depends if Nation's here to help me out. If not, I'll have to get it switched between streams. What a save on the double attempt there by Patty. He was looking for his Hattie, but Rhode Island said no. And now it will be cleared up for Patty to get it now back towards mid. Jonathan trying to set something up. It's a waterfall drop down. Just escaped his reach. Now the flip reset. Patty Akron starting to take over the possession. Oxy, his flip could have potentially caused trouble. Jonathan is causing trouble. That's going to be 3 now. As the defense for Rhode Island just kind of clammed up here. They didn't really know what to do. They were all scattered, wondering where this ball was going. Akron seeing each other, finding each other. And the Zips have dropped a trio now. Jonathan with his first goal of the tournament. Things starting to go poorly here in Game 1 for Rhode Island. They have been bumped out of position. They have been scrambling. Akron has been toying with them, sending the ball from side to side on this pitch. And now the pre-jump. Patty's up, drops it back, maybe looking for Oxy here, but he's going to stay back, trying to keep the defense nice and clean. It's an Oxy clean save there. And now he has a chance to shoot. Actually, he's got Patty jumping, looking for that hat trick. It's the play that they have been trying all game long with that pre-jump passing play. They finally connect. It's Oxy up to Patty. He's got the hat trick. 4-0 now for the Zips in Game 1. So for Rhode Island, it was a decent start, just like Kiki said in the chat. It was relatively close there for a while, but the bumps and just eventually the pressure really started to break down the Akron, or the defense thrown at Akron. Patty's going to get another here on the dunk, as Rhode Island just has slowly but surely succumbed to the Akron pressure. Oxy drop down into the dunk from Patty. It's a big dunk. 5-0 now as the Zips are walking this one into the end zone, ready for Game 2. And now Rhode Island very nearly finds one of their own. They're looking for a little bit of positive momentum moving forward into the next game. But as for this one, it has come and gone as Akron come in to take care of business. They've won their first game of the tournament, but they still need 3 more if they want to move on to the round of 32. But this one, 5-0 in favor of the defending champs. I'm getting word that Oxy is in the bathroom, so slight delay in between games, no problem. That happens, there are needs. And for Akron, they needed very little. As for the current bracket, I do believe that should be the link needed for the current bracket. For the CCS Season 8 bracket, that is, the Google Sheet. That should be good. Make sure people can get it. I don't know. I think I have edit access, which would maybe make the link different. I don't know, but see if that works. We will go ahead and transition on into the Forbidden Temple now. As we await the return of the gentleman from the bathroom. Black screen for pass. Not a good start here. Oxy still be right back. All good, we chillin'. Completely random, but does Akron have 2 teams? I believe Akron has 1 team. Yep, Akron should only have 1 roster this season in CCS. Looks like everybody's back ready to go. Yeah, they've only got 1 roster in CCS. If that was the question. Yeah, this is the CCS roster. They do have multiple teams, though. That is correct. Thank you for the chat support. As Hawk came in with the clutch right there. But yeah, in CCS, this is their roster. Akron, I believe it's Akron Gold is what they consider themselves as the B team. But either way, they don't look like the B team as they are running the gauntlet here in CCS. And they are the team to beat, and they look like it. Jonathan with a punishing shot there off the back wall. Just a nice hard hit. He's got room to work with. Joey was late to the party, and Jonathan with a beautiful shot, bar down and in. It's a big strike out of him. It's a 1-0 lead, even if there was somebody in net. That was very, very likely unstoppable. A shot with rising heat like that goes bar down. It's very difficult to save, and then if you run the risk of staying on the ground, it could deflect off of you and into the net as the goalie. It's just a really tough spot to be either way. Akron do get the 1-0 lead because of a great strike, and now Patty, he's coming fresh off a 4-goal performance in Game 1. This time he's got a helper. Jonathan's got a pair, and Akron's up by 2. As Patty, deflection off the sideboard. Nice little double tap pass right into Jonathan. It's 2-0 here for the Zips. Shocks is probably happy to see that, seeing Jonathan strike. Let's go, Jonathan, he says, and the man's got a pair of goals to start off Game 2 here in the CCS Championship. If you are just joining us, it was a 5-0 win in Game 1 for Akron. Now Drew, sending it to his own backboard, looking for some help from Tragic. He's got the clear. It has been a long time since Rhode Island had some pressure on the Akron goal. One of the first plays of the entire series was Rhode Island sending one to the backboard. They're having to play this one defensively off the backboard. But since then, it has been a lot of Akron offense and not a lot of defense. For Rhode Island, they need to find a way to get out of dodge. A jailbreak out of the orange half is what they need. That is exactly the kind of strike they needed, and Joey has life in the Rhode Island offense as the Rams will finally strike. It's a 50, and after realizing, Jonathan said, uh-oh, I don't have the boost. That is going to be the barrel drop. The Rhode Island Rams on the board here in Game 2. The shutout streak is over. It eclipsed 6 minutes, but that is all, as Akron's net has been dented now. The Zips, though, looking to perhaps generate something. Jonathan's big pinch is going to end up in Drew's hands. Now look out, Jonathan's still chasing him. Jonathan's all over the pitch right now. He's still here. He's still challenging the ball. Right now it is Jonathan versus Rhode Island. And Patty and Oxy just happy to sit back and let the man go to work. Now Patty's going to try his hand. Sidewall redirect doesn't go very much. And Drew will get his touch intercepted by Jonathan. Drop down pass, nobody there in blue. So it will be a clear here for the Rams. Tragic sends it up. Off the ceiling he goes. He's out of boost. Will opt to pick up that corner. Now a shot. He's chasing the goalkeeper. It was Patty having to run for his life in order to make that save, and he did so. And now it's going to be a drop down. Here comes the shot. It's a save from Joey. Rebounds into the net as Jonathan's got the hat trick. As it is Oxy slamming this one. Saved by Joey, but it's right into Jonathan's path, and it's into the goal. 3-1 as the Zips come calling yet again. It's another hat trick, this time for Jonathan, after Patty's hattie in game number 1. Gold is quite the roster. What a shot there from Joey. It was a surprising shot that caught 2 out of the 3 Zips off guard. The only problem is there's 3 of them on the pitch. That meant the third one made the save. But for Rhode Island, they've had a couple of instances now where they've generated a bit of offense, starting to make Akron think about things a little bit. Now leaving this one for Drew. He's out of boost, so that means he'll have to forego possession. It falls to Jonathan's Finnick. He's got the clear. Oxy and Jonathan both are the only ones in the corner. They'll try for a little group pinch there. Sharing is caring, but not in that instance. That ball didn't really go anywhere. Now Patty will test the backboard defense of Rhode Island that Drew passes with flying colors. About a minute 40 left in game 2. Here in the CCS Championship. It's championship season. Redirect off the sidewall, and then Oxy had no chance of getting a touch on that one as he got bumped. Now Jonathan testing the backboard. He finds no purchase, though, as Rhode Island, they're out of boost. They finally get a moment to breathe, but it's not long because here comes Patty. As he and Oxy go to work, Oxy drops it down, fakes the first man. Second man arrives in time to put out the fire. Now a pass, looking for a shot. It was there. Joey had it. The ball. Now, a slow roller. Oxy just lets Rhode Island touch it to the corner because Jonathan's waiting on it. Patty is doing that. Okay, guys, let's keep this stream PG. I don't know what's going on in that corner there, but I saw some back and forth motion. Remember, this is a kid-friendly stream. That shot's wide off the post, though. Now this one's going to be sent up. Tragic the fake. Drops it down to Drew. Drew, no shot. Oxy, no save. Jonathan, no save. That ball just kept drifting slower and slower towards the goal. 15 miles an hour. The first bounce. The second bounce. Jonathan got bullied right out of the net, and it's in. Rhode Island have cut the lead to 1. That ball was officially legal in a school zone. Has a save here out of Tragic. He's going to get bumped. Jonathan trying to return the favor after he got bumped on a very easily savable ball, and now Rhode Island will chip this one in deep. Tragic will chase down Oxy. He's got the first touch over into a flip. He'll send it to the sidewall. Drew wins it back. Patty, though, has got the forward momentum. This is not where Rhode Island need to be if they want to come back. They're going to have to get all the way down the field, but Akron has no interest in that. They do have interest in putting one more into the net, though. So the comeback is officially over. The Zips have the 2-goal lead back. It's Jonathan over to Patty. And the Rhode Island comeback trail will end short of the Game 2 mark here in Forbidden Temple. However, credit to Rhode Island, they looked better. It just didn't quite go their way as the Zips come to Forbidden Temple with a goal. They get 4 of them, and they move on 2-0 in the series. Stellar defense. The defense was a little bit of a mismatch there on the second goal for Rhode Island. That ball just kept bouncing. Jonathan said, "Don't worry, guys, I got it." All of a sudden, he looks behind him just like the meme with the pink creature behind the dude. And that was the man bumping him. And all of a sudden, Jonathan didn't have it. It was in the net. So Rhode Island put in a pair of goals. Akron put up another 4. The aggregate in the series is 9-2, as you would expect with a discrepancy in the seeding. But Rhode Island looks better that game. They could have the chance to build something moving forward here. See what the Rams can bring in Game 3. This is a pivotal game, I think. The Rams can find a way to squeak out a win here on DFH. They might just have a chance to maybe launch a comeback. Because all of a sudden, Akron start to maybe clutch those joysticks just a little bit harder. But right now, it is full systems go for the Zips, as the defending champs are now 2 wins away from securing their spot in the round of 32. Dumping it in deep is Rhode Island, forcing Akron to pass it across and dump it out. Jonathan got the ball taken away by Tragic. Will give a nudge to Tragic for his troubles. Big win here for Drew. He can't follow it up. This is going to be a bouncer. Back to Tragic. Pops it up. Joey going to send himself up to the backboard. It's a waterfall down. Patty to clear. It's back here for Tragic now. Sends it across. There's nobody really in orange over there, so it will be a clear for the Zips. As Akron dumps it out. Jump ball. Jonathan gets beat to the party there. Oxy's got a boost pad there. He doesn't grab it. He does have the ball, though. Oxy's in a little bit of trouble. He says, Patty, I need you to take this, and he is very happy to do so. Here is Patty. Ceiling pinch. Drop down to Jonathan. The shot's wide. Akron again trying those team plays. Now they're trying to disrupt Tragic and Drew on the defensive line. Oxy threw a bump their way, but they escaped it. Jonathan's shot denied. Now a follow-up, a double tap. All three Zips are in this corner chasing after this ball. They are like sharks. They are hungry for possession here in Game 3. As the 50 will send this one deep into Rhode Island territory. Jonathan gets denied access, though, as Tragic will send him packing. Now it's Drew. Pop fly across the goal mouth for Akron. High-flying Rocket League now as both teams trying to find their way into each other's zones. There's a lot of east-west, but north-south is heavily guarded by both squads. Now it's going to be Drew trying to send the ball up. Oxy with the pocket pick. This net is open, but Patty just ran into the wall. As the ball does stay out of the net, and Rhode Island do survive, and now a skimmer off the backboard. Psycho pass up to Patty. Shot on target, and it's a goal. What an assist from Oxy. The Psycho pass up to Patty, and he makes no mistake on the finish. Akron with a beautiful opening goal to Game 3. The Psycho doesn't always have to be the shot on target if you've got a man upfield, and Patty was ready to reward Oxy for such a beautiful pass. Jonathan not happy to let Patty go for that one. Oxy's shot's too high, and now it's a jailbreak. Multiple numbers forward for Rhode Island, and it's squished right through the challenge by Tragic. We are tied. As getting caught deep was Oxy and Patty. Jonathan last man back, and Tragic just, that's a big boy challenge from him. Just sends the ball right by Jonathan into the net. Big time goal for Rhode Island. We've got an even ball game yet again. Although it might not be for long, though. Having to get that deflection was Tragic. There was a man looking to shoot. Keeping the pressure on here comes Patty and Oxy. Oxy's going to get credit for the goal. As this time it's Patty returning the favor for that psycho pass earlier. What a big time challenge there again. Another challenge, this time ends up being a pass, not a goal, and it's in the net. Akron reclaimed their lead as soon as it got taken away pretty much. That took 8 seconds off the clock. Now Rhode Island, it's back to the drawing board here. Comes Drew. The flick attempt ran into a wall named Jonathan. Oh, now the turnover. Almost. There's a bump in front, and Patty's going to get the goal. As it looked like that ball was getting turned over, and indeed it was. Oxy got the ball, stripped it, and then the absolute bump. Gave his life for the cause, did Oxy, and Patty and Oxy going to work here on DFH Stadium. Together they've combined for all 3 goals. And it's 3-1 now to the champs. The defending champs, that is. Season 8 champs, yet to be crowned, of course. But as for this Akron team, they want everybody in the CCS looking at them and saying, that is someone I don't want to face. Rhode Island's done a good job staying in this fight, but right now they're going to need a little bit more offense as Akron come to their zone yet again. Joey gets bumped. That's been a big thorn in these Rhode Island Rams' side, have been the bumps, and that's going to be a nice little drop back pass right into Oxy. Patty and Oxy continue to work away at this Rhode Island defense. It's a give and go. What a little touch. Nice and delicate there. Sets up Oxy to tee it off into that open net. 4-1. Zips have the lead. How is this a B team, bro? Well, their main team does have quality on it. I mean, Melio, 5-Up, and Bullseye, some great players. 5-Up being one of the most well-known names out of those 3. Melio has been in CCS before as well. Melio de Gamer. This one's going to be deflected across by Tragic. Drew was trying to help him out there, but it does drift all the way through. So it's going to be a pop-up. Joey with half a tank of boost watching. I mean, he's just looking up like the William Dafoe meme was looking up at the two Akron players above him there. Luckily, he was able to escape from dodge. But Akron not done yet. Here comes Patty up to the heavens. Joey says no. Let's go over here. And the Zips now, sending one forward. Jonathan just takes the ball right away, tries to leave it for Oxy, but he drove right by it. Jonathan trying to do it all himself. He got faked, and now a beautiful outlet. It's a three-way passing play into Drew, and the backwards flick is saved by Oxy. Rhode Island very nearly made something happen there. This is going to be a shot wide. All the way down. Now up from the ceiling is Patty, going for that backboard. Patty again lost the ball. But right now for Akron, they are more concerned with just letting the clock run out here in Game 3. They've done all the work on the score sheet they need. This one's going to be a bouncer up for Rhode Island. Maybe one for the road, but Jonathan had a sturdy challenge. Ready to throw at the shooter. Final seconds ticking away as the Zips are putting the Rhode Island Rams on series point. Their season is on the line officially now. Game 3 going to Akron. And we will see if they will be ready to continue their journey in the Season 8 Championship after next game, or will it take 5 or more? Well, if this ball will ever touch the ground, maybe a goal here. Nope, Oxy won't even let them have that. This ball still being chipped up. Come on, gentlemen, let's move on here. I've got the graphics ready to play. I'm ready to move on. Like, what are we doing here? There we go. Akron with a win here in Game 3. Franklin's happy. Let's go Akron. He's probably happy that the Zips are now up 3-0 in the series, and the Rhode Island Rams are on the brink here against the defending champs. We'll have to see what the Rhode Island trio have left in the tank to show us here. If this is truly the final chapter of their season coming up, they want to go out with a bang no matter what. A big problem that I've been seeing is Rhode Island have quite literally been going out with a bang. They've been getting bumped and rocked around the field. So something to watch for is, like we saw, Akron did get punished for a double commit in that game. So try and avoid those bumps, get Akron off of their rotation, and try to see if you can create a little bit of a something-something here in Game 4. So we will head on into the field here on the Utopia Coliseum. Maybe. I don't know. Everybody might not have loaded in. Oh, let's go ahead and pause that. We'll restart from kickoff. Hang on. Okay. Restart from kickoff, please. There we go. Make sure everybody's ready. Alright. Let's do this then. Now we're ready to go. That is why I love having match admin privileges. That was one of the best updates that Epic ever did, was having match admin in a private match. That is so nice to have. There was a little mix-up with people joining the game started, but you can restart, as Patty very nearly had a great start here. And that one's going to be flung through as Lightning McQueen has made an appearance in the CCS Championship. We saw a battle bus yesterday. We see Lightning McQueen today. It's driven by Oxy, and that is a ka-chow right into the goal. It's 1-0. Akron, there he is on screen right there. Lightning McQueen, and right now, the Rhode Island Rams do not want to become Chick Hicks and come after Lightning. They want to create a little bit of thunder of their own. But they've got work to do here against Akron. Here's Oxy. Pops it up. Flip reset. Have you ever seen Lightning McQueen flip reset? You have now. Jonathan fakes the musty. He's just carrying this ball nice, delicately, gently towards the net. Rhode Island to deny. Rhode Island is not a substitution. I see it's Bredoni in the game. Patty with the shot on target. 2-0 here. With 4 minutes and 20 seconds remaining, Patty just gets his own collection off that wall. Nice little shot there. Puts the ball in the net. It is 2-0 here. As the Zips taking care of business. Lightning McQueen, look out. Joey very nearly got collided into by Lightning McQueen. Actually, if you want to create a little bit of problems for Lightning McQueen, maybe try and become Jackson Storm if you are the Rhode Island Rams. Because they continuously, my man Storm left Lightning in the dust quite a few times. If you can't tell, yes, I have seen all the Cars movies. Breaking out the references left and right. He's even got the rainbow boost on it too. I don't know what that preset is. That's crazy. Surely Lightning McQueen deserves something more than the rainbow boost. But the rainbow boost is iconic. One of the most iconic boosts in Rocket League, I feel like. The noise and sound of it, you could just tell where it is anywhere on the field. Joey will walk this one down the pitch. Taken away by Oxy and Jonathan together. Sending that ball forward. Joey gets bumped. I thought he was getting demoed, but it was just a bump in the end. Now Patty gets a pass to Oxy. Could have been a disgusting display of passing there. Now Joey accidentally interrupted Tragic's move upfield. They were trying to connect for a passing play too. Akron now a little bit low on boost upfield, and that corner did get taken by Rhode Island, so they'll have to leave it for Oxy. No touch. Joey's got the ball. Taking it to the sidewall. He's got boost, but has to forego the possession of the ball. Here's Patty with the touch. Forward here by Oxy. Across. Flip reset. Up to the pass, and Patty couldn't get it on target. Little deflection here into the corner. Now knocked forward by Bredoni. Man trying to get involved in this series. I think that's a different person. That's not the thing where like their names change in between games, right? That is a different player. I'm not sure, actually. I'm not familiar with Rhode Island's roster all that much. Oh, what a pass there from Patty. It just didn't quite work out, as the Rams will send Akron packing back to their back wall. Now this one popped up by Joey, dunked on him by Oxy. Here is Tragic. With that fire decal, he goes going to go for the flick, and it's a good save. Jonathan, last man, had to make a save there in a hurry. Did so. Here is Tragic yet again. Some room to work with. He's got the ball, trying to outweight the oncoming pressure, but Oxy's there. Who is upfield, sitting on the back wall? It's Patty. No doubt about that. I mean, Patty up there trying to find something cheesy to go in the net. This one, there he is. He's going to try for the redirect, and he will get credit for the goal. That is what Patty does. He is a menace, as this ball does get turned over. Jonathan says, all right, bud, you've been up there pretty much all game. Here you go. And Patty will put it home into the net. 3-0 for the Zips. That is some crazy disrespect. Good old Patty. Patty's a beaut. Never change, Patty. Patty's had some crazy names. Give and go play. Oh, drop back. That's not one of your teammates. That's Bredoni. He touches it to the corner. Now here's Jonathan getting his pocket picked as Bredoni getting some touches here in the CCS Championship. It does appear, actually, it's just a wide open goal. I don't know what Oxy's doing here, but brother just absolutely folded on his backboard. Bredoni puts it upfield, and then here's Oxy. All right, I got this. I don't got this. And it's in the net. Rhode Island's on the board. 3-1, the score here. That was a psycho attempt. A psycho attempt with less than 20 in the tank. Oxy's a madman. I respect it, though. Always got to respect it. Now Oxy's making a save on Patty. Lightning McQueen is turning into the Mafia here, as single-handedly helping Rhode Island try and launch a comeback. The Rams have some work to do. Here's Oxy. Goes up. This time it's on the correct goal, and very nearly Lightning McQueen's double tap does get denied by the save there by Bredoni. The Kachow did get denied. This one's going to be flung towards mid. Oxy to clear. Final 40 seconds here in Game 4. You miss every shot you don't take, so an attempt at a psycho definitely worthwhile. Here's Patty. Pops it up. Jonathan up next. He's going to send it back to Patty. Redirect down. Here's Oxy. He sends it straight into the roof. And finally, down back to Patty. They covered every single check mark, I feel like. Jonathan to Patty to Oxy back to Patty. And every Akron Zip getting involved. They're having fun. And it does look like the defending champs are going to have a chance to continue their defense of their title, as they have a 4-1 lead here against Rhode Island in Game 4. It's up and it's good, according to that emote. Shot towards goal. Did force a little bit of mischief there, but not too much. It was a valiant effort from the Rams, but Rhode Island's season is going to end here at the hands of a team that has ended many seasons before them. The Akron Zips, defending champs, #1 seed. You're dancing in the round of 32. Welcome to the next round, as they dispatch the Rams in 4, and this one's going to finally touch the turf, and that's all she wrote. Thanks for the stream. Thank you, Yak, for tuning in, brother. It is for all of you and the players as to why we do the streams around these parts for CCS. Making it better as CCS continues to grow bigger and bigger. As we will bid Akron farewell. See you in the next round. And Rhode Island, a good season. They made the dance. That is always something that is going to become more and more difficult as CCS gets more competition, more teams, and longer seasons. It's going to be harder to make the CCS Championship. Do not get down on yourself, Rhode Island. You guys did great. You made the dance, and you took it toe-to-toe with Akron. You put some goals in their net. That dunk on Jonathan, that was a thing of beauty by Tragic. But unfortunately, it is midnight here for the Cinderella Rams. Akron moves on. I will be back in about 18 minutes for our next series. It is Syracuse taking on Villanova as the CCS Season 8 Championship continues. So sit back and relax. Enjoy the replays as I get them queued up. If you missed anything of the series, you can watch all the goals back, and I will get set up for the next stream. But for Fox and CCS, GG's, and congrats to Akron. You're moving on into the round of 32. We'll be back soon with some more Rocket League here on CCS.